Hi and welcome back to my channel Movement with Liz. Today we're going to do a morning yoga practice with a lymphatic drainage to really energize your system. So starting the day with some form of movement is going to set you up to feel good in your day, to move well in your day, and just to have that energy that allows you to perform the way that you want to. We're going to begin with the lymphatic sequence. Super simple, you don't need anything but yourself. So we're going to start at the neck area. And it's always important that when we are doing any lymphatic stuff that we're always moving it towards the heart. So we have a lot of lymph nodes in our body. We have about 700 lymph nodes. A third of them are in your neck. So that's pretty important, especially for your brain, to allow it to flush out the fluid that builds up over the day so you can think well and feel well. So going to begin, it's just a light tapping sequence. So just either side of the neck, lightly tapping. You're going to start just behind or underneath the ear area there, sort of near the jawbone, and work your way down towards the collarbone. So just light tapping, it doesn't have to be too hard. This is Aria, my little staffy girl. She might hang out for the practice, she might not. And then moving to the other side. Just breathing nice and smoothly. I'm going to move down to the collarbone area. So lightly tapping on one side above the collarbone. Just moving it inwards, so from the outer to the inner. And then doing the same thing underneath the collarbone. You might even start to notice that you start to swallow. Get some fluids moving. Moving to the other side, so above the collarbone. Below the collarbone. And then coming down into the armpit area near the pectoral muscles. So just one side, moving it from the armpit area down towards the heart. Do that on the other side. Super relaxing practice, even though you're hitting yourself. Lightly tapping yourself, energizing practice at the same time. Moving down into the stomach region, we're going to go around in a clockwise direction. So just to begin with, so starting at the top, just moving your way around in a circular motion. And then from the hip area up. Even come around the sides of the body. Into the groin area. And then behind the knees. Coming back up to standing, light little bounce on the balls of your feet. And again, just breathing nice and smoothly in and out of the nose. You can take the arms up, give them a little twist like you're taking a light bulb out. A little shake of the arms. And then slowing that down, just take a moment, check in with how you feel, with what you're feeling in your body. You might feel sensation underneath the skin, might even feel like a pulsing through the body. Let's come on down to our hands and knees. Lining the wrists under the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Take a breath in, drop the belly down, look forward. Breathing out, pressing through the palms, rolling up through the spine. Doing that again, breathing in, belly drops down. Breathing out, rolling up, tucking the chin and the hips. You might be able to hear Aria snoring. Finding this movement with your own breath. Really nice way to get the body moving in your day. Beautiful for the spine, the shoulders, the hips. Do that one more time. Coming back into a neutral position, taking the right hand, breathing in, reaching it up towards the ceiling or the sky, looking up. As you breathe out, reaching the right arm down and through, let the shoulder drop down to the mat. It's going to hold here for a few breaths. Square the right hip off, so you might need to just pull that to the right a little bit more. Press the back of the right palm down into the mat. And the option here, you can reach the left arm up, so it's overhead, pressing the palm into the floor. Or you can reach it up towards the sky. It's going to create a little bit more rotation. And then the option is to take a bit of a bind, reaching it around, placing it into the right hip crease. I've got my head in a bit of a vulnerable position here. Hopefully Aria doesn't drop anything that isn't going to smell nice. Take 2 more breaths. If you took the bind, unwind through the hand, and then pressing through that left palm, come back up, reach the right arm towards the sky. Coming back down, right palm to the mat. Let's move to the other side. Breathing in, left arm reaches up. Breathing out, reach the left arm down and through. Bring the shoulder to the mat. And then whatever option you took on the other side, you're going to take that on this side. So I'm going to reach my left arm up towards the roof and then take that bind coming around, square the left hip off. Really nice opening there through that shoulder blade area. Bit of an open through the chest if you've taken the bind. Breathing nice and smoothly. Take 2 more breaths. Whatever option you took, press the left palm, or the right palm, sorry, down into the mat, and then coming back up into that 4-point kneeling position. Just take any kind of movement here that feels good. You might do some spinal circles, some hip circles, maybe some shoulder circles. Coming back into that neutral position, walk the palms, so about a hand's distance out in front, pressing the hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. I think Aria's going to like me in a minute. Then lengthening out through the spine, let the head drop down between the arms. Bending the knees as much as you need to. Might feel nice to take a little walk, pedaling the feet from side to side. Maybe turning the head from side to side. Take a breath in, take the right leg into the air, opening through the hip, bending through the right knee. See if you can get the right heel down towards your left glute. Keep pressing evenly through the palms. Next time you breathe out, stepping the right foot through, coming up into high lunge. Reaching the arms up, just checking in with the pelvis, tucking it under. You can keep that back knee bent if that feels good, or starting to lengthen it out. I'm going to go through a little bit of movement here. Breathe in, reach the arms up. As you breathe out, bend through the back knee, sweep the arms down. Breathing out, reaching up, coming out of that lunge. Breathing out, sinking down, reach the arms back. Let's do that 3 more times. Breathing in. Breathing out. 2 more times. Really pressing through that front foot as you lift out of the lunge. Last time, lower it down. Reaching the arms up. We're going to come into warrior 2. Turn the back foot out. You may need to step the foot back a little bit. Arms come shoulder height. Tuck the pelvis under. Sink into the front leg. Keep the back leg active. Reaching through the fingertips. Breathing in. Flip the front palm. Reverse warrior. Nice. Side body opening. Next time you breathe out, side angle. So either forearm to the thigh, top arm can reach over the ear, or right palm comes down to the mat. Keep opening that front knee out, lengthening through the front arm. Seeing if you can maintain the position with the arms wherever they're at. Start to straighten the front leg, coming into triangle. You can reach the arm up now or keep it overhead. Beautiful stretch there for the side body, the legs. Circle the arms down to the mat, bend through the front knee. Coming back into downward facing dog. Now you can take a little flow here. Now I've got a puppy dog in my way, so I'm going to come halfway down. So coming into plank position, bending through the elbows, and then coming into upward facing dog. Pressing through the palms, pressing the hips up, downward facing dog. Take a little moment here. If you need to come into child's pose, do that. Moving into the other side, breathing in, left leg lifts, opening through that hip. Bringing the left heel as close as you can to the right glute. Next time you breathe out, square the hips, step the left foot through, coming up into the high lunge, checking in with the pelvis, tucking it under, reaching up, breathing in, breathing out, sinking down. Breathing in, reach up, breathing out, sink down. 3 more times. Really press through that front foot as you come out of the lunge and bending through that back knee as you lower down. Reach the arms up, coming into warrior 2. Turn the back foot out. You may need to step it back a little bit. Arms lengthen out, lower into that front leg. Back leg stays nice and active. Breathing smoothly. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Coming down into side angle, your version. So either forearm to the thigh, palm can come all the way down to the ground. Just make sure that you can remain open through that upper shoulder. So we're not collapsing forward. We're still as if our back was against a wall. So if you can still breathe smoothly. You're in a good position. Maintaining the position. Lengthen through that front leg. You may need to scoot the back foot in just a little bit. Arm can either reach up or keep it overhead. Really press out through that back foot. Press down through the front foot. Circle the hands down to the ground. Take the left leg back. Aria has distracted me, sorry. And then coming into, sorry darling, into our flow. Coming into the plank position, lower down. Press through the palms, upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back. Coming into downward facing dog. Hips press up towards the sky. Bend through the knees. Bring the knees a little bit wider than the hips. Press them back. Come into child's pose. You can reach the arms out in front or rest the forehead to the fists. Pull the body forward. Lower all the way down in onto the mat. You're going to come into a quad stretch either side. So you're going to bend through the right knee, reach the right arm around, and then grabbing hold of that foot, you can kind of squeeze it up into the crease of the elbow there if it reaches, pulling the right heel in, pressing right hip down into the mat. Again, breathing smoothly. Swapping sides. Releasing. Take a moment, press yourself up to a seated position. So either on the knees, on your buttocks, you might need to sit on a chair. Lengthening up through the spine, closing the eyes down if that feels comfortable. Just take a little moment and thank yourself for making this time in your day to move your body, to nourish your body and your mind. You may like to set an intention for your day. Bringing the palms into prayer. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next video.